Welcome to the Maths Made Easy tutorial on fractions. This is the last video on this topic. It's the fourth video, and in this video we'll cover a couple more key skills and we'll look at calculations involving mixed fractions first. So in this example we have to calculate 2 1/4 times 3 1/2. So first of all we're going to have to convert these mixed fractions into improper fractions. So 2 we can write as a fraction of 4. So what do you have to divide 4 by to get 2? The answer is 8. So we can write this as 8 over 4 plus 1 over 4. Let's put these in brackets just to make it clear. Times, now let's look at this second part here. So we need to write 3 as a fraction of 2. So that's 6 over 2 plus 1/2. So all I've done here is convert these mixed fractions into a sum of two fractions. So let's simplify these on the next line. So 8 over 4 plus 1 over 4 is 9 over 4. So this is now an improper fraction, or a top-heavy fraction. And we're multiplying this by what's inside this bracket. So that's 6 over 2 plus 1 over 2, which simplifies to 7 over 2. So we've got 9 over 4 times 7 over 2. Now we just treat this as a multiplication of two fractions. So we multiply the numerators together and the denominators together separately. So this becomes 9 times 7, which is 63, over 4 times 2, which is 8. So there are no common factors of 63 and 8, so this is now in its simplest form. So moving on then, the last skill that we'll look at is finding a fraction of an amount. So in this example we have to calculate 3/5 of $170. Now there's two ways we can do this. Let's go through them both. So the first way is if we multiply the top of the fraction, the numerator, by 170 and then divide by the denominator. So that looks like this. So we get 3 times 170, which is 510, over 5, so that gives us 102, and we're dealing with dollars here, so let's put the dollars back in. So that's one way of doing it. The other way you can do it, let's call that A, let's write in blue. So method B would be to divide the 170 by 5 first of all. Now this might be preferred if you're dealing with large numbers, so you don't want to multiply two large numbers together. So this will give you a smaller number, which you can then multiply. So we divide this by 5 and then times by 3 afterwards. So this looks like 170 over 5, which is 34. And then we multiply 34 by 3. So this may or may not be simpler for you than multiplying 170 by 3. It's up to you which method you use. But 34 times 3 also gives us $102. So whichever method you use, you should get the same answer. So if you're feeling ready to test yourself on this topic, you can do so with our online exam. It's available through our revision platform, and if you take the test you'll find loads of different questions to have a go at. So all of them you'll get instant feedback on, so it's a really good way of keeping track of where you're going wrong and where you need to improve. So this will help you prepare for your exam, and if you're interested you can take the test by clicking the link below.